to have We are honored to have him here today to share his valuable insights into the world of financial analytics. Over to you, Mr. Gerald Phoenix.
Thank you, Arshini. Now, over to Gerard. Sir, you can switch on the mic. I think your mic is...
Yes, now I have turned on my mic. So, hello everyone. Welcome to this Excel training session. Today we're going to explore some of the most useful features of Excel that will help you at your work and make you to work faster and smarter. So before beginning this session, I would like to start with a question. So Baba sir already mentioned that uh, I'm going to my audience is going to be the professors and lecturers who are working in commerce and other areas. So may I know how many of you regularly using spreadsheets in your work or delivering some lectures to your students?
You can raise your hand in.
Yeah, you can also put yes in the chat so I
Chat.
can. Yeah, super.
How many of you are having basic Excel knowledge? You can put in your chat.
Good. And one more thing, I just want to share, and I'm really very happy to share that this is the very first session I am targeting my audience or professors, and I learned a lot from professors like you. And even in this session, if you need any thing to be clarified, or if you have any questions in between, you can reach me out even after this session through my LinkedIn. So let's begin now. As I begin with the question, like whoever using Excel, I think most of you using Excel for your education purpose or for your work related purpose. But how good we are in Excel is a big question mark, because Excel is one of the most wonderful tool which Microsoft introduced, Microsoft developed. It's almost 30 plus years now we are using Excel, and it's keep on growing. Whatever organization you go and whatever stream of business you take, they will use Excel in their business. And the major part of using Excel is to capture all the data. Even it is the uh, basic building block for even the database. So we collect all the data, we used to store it in Excel, and it's really very easy to share with other people's in our in I mean in our in our group or with our customers, things like that. And it's also really very easy and wonderful tool to create chart and give it for management. As you people are from commerce and management group, you know very well, if you are getting into an organization, then it's definitely need to have meetings regularly, and in the regular meetings, standard meetings, we used to present data in form, in charts. So once again, I welcome you all, and I hope you all installed. You all have Excel in your personal laptop or in your college notebook or PC, right? So today we're going to discuss about the major and the most important features of formulas and tools. So the very first thing I'm going to do here is we start with add numbers, and we go forward with more and more important topics. So we all know for adding numbers, we use Excel. You have a set data set where you have your students details, and you want to get to know what is the total number of marks a student got for an exam. Then we used to submit in the Excel. So to sum it, we have various options. I will show one after the other. So here is a sample data set where we have fruit and amount, and here it is meat and amount, and here it is item and amount. So here to sum, we can do it in a two different way. If you select all this, you automatically can find the sum in the box. It's 170. Or else if you want to get into the cell, and before going into this sum and the other futures, I just want to start it with very basic information. See, in Excel workbook, whenever you open, let me open a new workbook. So whenever you open an Excel workbook, here you can find sheets. So each of this called sheet, and here a sheet is consist of rows and columns. It is something like in a classroom we have bench like rows, and columns is like students who have occupied their position or their place. So likewise in Excel, data are stored in this rows and columns. So whenever we use formulas or any data, we used to go with this rows and columns. So let me go back to this slide. And here, now we're going to start with a very basic functionality called sum. To sum a cell, what you can do is adding numbers in Excel is one of the most basic but powerful function. Instead of manually calculating sums, Excel provides built-in formulas to do the work for you. So here I navigate to D8, and here I'm type in is equal to sum is a function, so I'm putting sum of, and I'm selecting the cell range. So here the cell range is D4 till D7, and when I click the enter button in my keyboard, it automatically sum up the answer. Likewise here, it's another way of doing this. You can use Alt in your keyboard and equal to, by selecting Alt and equal to simultaneously in your keyboard, pressing simultaneously in your keyboard, it automatically write a function sum and select the range of the cell. And when you click enter, it will automatically provide you the total amount. So this is one feature. Instead of going and type in all the sums, you can use to sum up a set of numbers. Instead of writing the formula is equal to sum of, you can directly put it like this. And one more thing is like, here I have a table where the amount I have different amounts like 50, 100, 40, 50, and 20. So now add only the numbers over 50. So I will select in the yellow cell like this, sum if. So it's another function where I select the range. Range is D11 till D D15, and after that I write a condition like what how the sum need to be. Here I put is greater than 50. So in this range D11 to D15, it will sum only the values whichever greater than 50. So if I click enter, now you can see the sum of this table is 100. Likewise, here we can have another try. So here also I am doing it. Try adding another sum if formula, but add amounts that are less than 100. So what I'm going to do is sum if, and here I'm selecting the range again. And after selecting the range, I'm writing the I'm putting the condition like less than 100. So now it says 160. And below we go and learn more about it, like how it is happening and what are the other features we can do with it. As I told in the beginning of this meeting, if you want to know the amount, the sum, you can directly see it in the Excel window below. Here, whenever you select the range, it will automatically give you the sum of the range. So here you can see now I have selected the range D38 till D41. So for between this range, the sum is 170. And below, now we can have a look like how it is working. Here in the sum of form following, I use the function sum, and after that I input the range. So within the range, it display me the output. And next comes here the another way can be used. So here I have two tables. One is item amount, and other in that I have only table, and another table I have cars, trucks, bikes, and strikes. So in this, now I'm going to sum um, the first table as well as the table. So here first table, it takes 20 in the formula D48, cell D48, it is 20, it is taken, and in the range Z48 to Z51, it is selected, and after that I am also adding another 100. If I take this 100, it is uh, uh, add in add in the amounts in both the columns, it is 100. In addition to this, I am also adding another value to the existing table, so it gives me 200. These are the very minute things which we can use in our regular day-to-day life. Whenever you come across the Excel book, you can do it to reduce the time effort taken towards uh, doing manual stuff. And next comes the sum if function. So I hope you remember the sum if which we used here. So let's understand for what reason we are using the sum if. So sum if is option to add some conditions. Here we have two tables again, and in the first table we have some values, and in the second table we have some values. So here the sum if work like in the first table, I'm selecting I'm using the function sum if and selecting the range D73 to D77, and here I am also mentioning it is greater than 50. So the values whichever greater than 50 only, it will sum, and 50 and below it won't sum. And here I am selecting as per the condition, I am adding equal to 50. It should take equal to 50 and values whichever more than 50. So here is the output is 200. So this is the first topic which we discussed today. It is function called sum. So sum is used to add numbers, and in sum we have uh, two different types. One is sum and the other one is sum if. Sum is normal way of calculating the values, and sum if we can use some criteria, or we can use some condition in the while adding the numbers. And next comes the fill. So instead of manually entering data, Excel allows you to fill series automatically. Using the fill handle, we now try it. So here we have various in this table we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and the first column is 50, second one is 50, 60, 70, 80. Here it is okay in this okay. So here in this E column, E4, they have used a formula sum of C4 and D4. So it gives the output of these two addition of these two numbers. So now when I drag it down, it will automatically add all the numbers and give us the sum. So this is the functionality, and this is the future autofill in future. Here we again have equal option. So now if we drag it down, it will automatically gives us the total. So currently it is 50 plus 60, 110. and plus 75 is equal to 185. This is also another useful functionality when it comes to the real time. So real time, there is no need of writing the formula for each and every cell. Once you write for one cell, you can simply drag the formula, drag the functionality to the entire range, so it will automatically give you the output. Likewise, here it is vertical. Now we can see it in a horizontal way. So here also it is the same. It add all the numbers. So in the first cell alone, we have written that formula, and when I dragged it, it automatically copied the formula to all the cells. Okay. So next comes use the fill handle to copy cells. In the previous example, we saw copy in the formula. We add one formula and we dragged it to get it fill automatically. So in this copy cells, what we're going to do is we have one value, and the same value need to be filled till the end of the table. It happens in various scenarios. Say for example, you working for a class, you take in class for third year commerce. So you have a table where it has the students' informations, their registration numbers and their marks, but uh, I mean the year information is not there, or the specification is not mentioned. You just need to put it in one cell, and you can drag it. So while you drag in it, and most importantly, in the previous example, we saw it's a integer, and here it is a vector. I mean to say it is a string. It is a character or words. Okay. So here, when I drag it down, I have an option called copy cells. When you click on this, when you drag it, and when you click on this left, sorry, right icon, here you can see one pop-up saying autofill options. And in the autofill options, when you select copy cells, it will automatically repeat the value whichever you dragged. Likewise, in the fruit category also, it is the same. And next comes the fill the series. So Excel can automatically fill some cells based on the series. Okay, we plan in some event every month. Okay, say for example, today it is 2025, and Jan month I'm planning some event, and it goes till December month. So in this case, now when I drag it down, when I hold my mouse itself, you can see that each month is reflecting. This way of filling is called filler series. Here in this Here in this example, we have week 1, and when I drag it down, it will automatically fill the week 2, week 3, and week 4. Likewise, here it is quarter 1, and I drag the thing till below. So it automatically fill like quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. And here, if you see, okay. So this is one more feature. So in fill, we have 3 options. One is like, um in copy cells in the sense it will copy the same value. Fill format in only, it's like this fill in the format. If you use it with integer, it will copy the formula, and if you use it with string, based on the character, it will decide either it should copy, just fill it as it is, or it need a sequence. And next comes the split, and it is one of the most important uh, future functionality which every one of us need to know. So here we have email IDs, and in this table C column we have all the email IDs, and in D column we have first name, and E column it is last name. So now we need to get their first name in the first name column and last name in the last name column. So here let's go home. Better first let's fill it like this way. Okay, let me type the name first. So here it is Nancy. And when I drag it down, when I click the flash fill, it automatically uh, add all those informations. Likewise here, I use the flash fill functionality. So now you can see we have a set of email IDs, and in the email ID we have the last name and first name followed by their organization URL. Here in the first name column, we have entered the one of the email ID's first name, and in the last name cell, we have entered the one of the user's last name. And when I drag it and use that functionality flash fill, it automatically get me their first name and last name in the two separate uh, columns. And here it's another way you can do it, like you can go to the cell and you can use the shortcut control E. So when you use the shortcut control E, it will automatically fill the series. So now it is another way we can do it. Here we have a data, Nancy Smith and their company name. Flash fill is pretty handy, but if you want to split data into more than one column all at once, then it's not the best tool. See, in the previous example, we have only very minimal number of data, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what you do if you have various almost some 7, 8 columns. For 7, 8 columns, we can't go and do it every time. So to overcome this issue, what they have given the future what they have given is they have given text to columns options. So how to use it? To use it, you need to go to data, and here in the data you need to select text to column, and once you select before that you select the rows, then click text to column, and here it will in the pop-up window it will give you two options. One is delimited and other one is fixed width. So make sure that delimiter is selected, then click next, and here you can use anything out of this delimiters, and here as it is already there we have a comma, so I click comma, I selected comma, and when I click next and click finish, okay, so so here it asks you the cell, so destination should be D. When you handling a large number of data set, you can use this way to split the data. And here the another one is split the column with formula. Previously, we saw the various GUI options, like first we saw something like shortcut, and second one we saw tool text to columns, how to do it, and now we going to see how to do it with the formula. So I hope all of you have tried few of the formulas in your day-to-day Excel thing. So here we going to try one formula. So here we have a name called Yvonne Francis McKay. So we need to split it. Uh, with we need to split and put it in 1, 2, 3, 4 cells. So to do that, you need to use the formula is equal to left C56. Okay, so it is C56, 56 column. I'm using left, find space. So I'm just finding the space, and next C56 again and -1. -1 means it will take the character before it starts. And next one, right. Here I can see again I am selecting the cell, and I'm passing the condition like length, and then the length I need to find the space. So the space between these two names will be taken care, and it will print the names exactly as it display here. So it exact characters from the left side of C56, this cell, and extract this many characters to specify the number of characters. Use the find function. And the next one, exact characters from the right side of this cell C56, and extract this many characters to specify the number of characters. Use the length function. So length function gives you the number of words, sorry, number of characters present in a word. So far we have seen add functionality, fill functionality, and split functionality. And I also uh, given you an example like wherever we use it and in which scenario we use it. Now uh, we go and check about transpose. So transpose switching rows and columns. Need to switch data from horizontal or vertical. See, in some cases we have some requirement like okay, you are preparing a mark sheet for the students where it is in the horizontal way. Sorry, in the vertical way, but you need it in the horizontal way. Say, for example, English, um, German, Hindi. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 languages written in vertical. So we need it to in the horizontal way. To do this, what you have to do is you need to copy this cell and go to home. Here you can see an option called paste. You need to click this, and here you can see an option called transpose. So when you click this transpose, you have to select a cell, and when you click the transpose, it will automatically change it way it looks. If it looks horizontal, it will transfer to vertical, and if it looks vertical, it will transpose to horizontal. And here is one shortcut for to do this. I'm just selecting this now, and okay, I'm just selecting this. Control Alt V, copy. Control Alt. Here get task. I click transpose and click OK. So automatically it transpose the data. This is also really very helpful whenever you work on Excel for your with your students for some exam related topics, or if you making some kind of presentations, those time it will be really very useful. And when you scroll down here, we have another transports with a formula. Previously we did transport uh, using the functionalities, and here we going to try it with the formula. So here I'm writing the formula transpose and array in the sense the set of values. So here I'm going to take C, okay, C C33 to H34, and when I automatically it transpose like that. Here again I am using the functionality transpose, and here it is C34 to D34. Got transferred. And next is the most important functionality which we use in our regular work with Excel. So here we need to sort of filter the data. See, in every day we used to work with various kind of data set. It is one similar example. So here we have a data set. We need to sort and filter and allow to quickly find and arrange data. So to do this in home, or you can also do it in another way. In your keyboard, you need to click Control Shift L. So automatically the filter will add to the table, and once it is added, you can filter it sort by A to Z. Now it is in a different way like meat. So now when I click sort by A to Z, it isn't in order. And likewise, if I put it like Z to A ascent in order, like that, we can take it. And if you don't want to use any of this filter, you can again you leave it like this. So the department, we can also filter only specific item. I'm going to specific only meat. So it will list down the meat and the category, what are the items there. And here we have another important option. So in filter, sort and filter, to enable this in your data, what you have to do is you need to keep your cursor on selecting any of the cell, and press Control Shift and L together in your keyboard. Once you press, you can find this drop down, and in the drop down you can select the department, or select the data whichever you want to filter. And if you click select all, it will automatically give you all the data as before. You can sort it A to Z or Z to A like that. And here in this sort, we can sort by the color range also. So here there are few hotel whichever they highlighted in yellow. If you click this filter option here, you can filter it by the color. When you click the yellow color, it will automatically filter only the items whichever highlighted with yellow. And if you select this, if you use this clear filter from hotel, it will back to the normal format. And olders and newest also you can filter. So here again you need to click on this filter and date range. You can filter like which one you needed. This quarter and today. You can use any of these options to filter it even in a better way. So let's now click on the hotel cell filter button and then click number filters. And here we can write, we can set up some condition. So, okay, let me add a condition like hotel above 5,000. So I'm just going to here greater than 5,000. It display only the value whichever you filtered with a criteria. Okay, so I believe you understand till now you understand all the things whichever we discussed. Now I'm going ahead with tables. So can anyone have idea like what is table and how we use it? Because table is not only we see in the spreadsheets, we can also see it in database uh, like Oracle, MariaDB, everywhere we can see the tables. So table is a place where we used to save the data. So the data will save in columns and rows. So from left to right, it's called row, and from top to bottom, it's called column. Okay, so table is a lot easier. And here we have a um, data set. Here we have a data set, but it is not considered till it's not considered as a table. So to make it table, I'm placing the cursor, I'm selecting the first cell of this data, and then I press Control plus A together. The entire block has been selected, and after that, I'm going to insert okay, table. And where is the data table? Here it is. Now it is converted as a table. You can also do it by selecting this entire block, and then you use the shortcut key Control plus C in your keyboard, and you can mention like my tables had headers, so the headers will highlighted, and when you click OK, it will automatically convert to the table. And to give name to the table here, when you make this table, it automatically take you to this table design. Here you can name the table as you like. So I'm write it like meat. Oh, I think it's already there. So let me write something like ah, now it's set. So for this table, we have given the name called Jerry. So here it is again the same thing which we discussed in the first uh, slide. So we are going to sum this columns. To make it, I am going to use alt equal to. Here, alt equal to. I hope you saw that. See, it is empty. There are no formulas. So I'm just keeping the cursor, I'm selecting the total cell, one of the total cell, and I'm using this shortcut Alt equal to and press Alt. When I click Alt equal to, here you can see it's equal to sum of number 1. The columns whichever considered is written there, and when I click enter, it automatically reflect that add into all the columns. And another conceive and another way of doing it is total rows. Instead of typing some formula, Excel can make the total for the for you with a flip of a switch. Okay, so at the top of the Excel window, table tools design. Okay, here we have it. The tab will appear, and on the tab, click total row. If you click total row, it will automatically give you the total. So there is no need of writing the formula, or there is no need of autofill anything. You just, after selecting this table, you need to come to this table design, and here you need to click the total row. It will automatically give you the total number. And here you can use this to select the items whichever you want to display. So now I have selected a row, the total row, but I want to know the average of this total. To do that, instead of total, I need to know the average. So I select this uh, total cell, and here I set it as average. So this is the average value, average amount of this table. Okay. So next comes the drop down. Okay. Can anyone tell me where we use this drop down? Because even in the web pages we can see it. So drop down are used in areas or in places where we want to select some predefined value. Say for example, you are getting into your college website, and when you fill in, okay, uh, when you fill in your name, or when you fill in the department, it should show only the departments whichever available or whichever already existing in your college. In arts and science college, it should not show anything like triple E or CSC. So these values are predefined. When you click on the drop down, it will show you the predefined value. That is in here. Drop down list prevents data entry errors. So here we want only 3 department names to be valid entries for each of the food on the right. Those departments produce meat and bakery. So click on departments, click on drag to select the cell under department. On the data, let me go to the data, and here we have an option called data validation. And when you click this data validation, it will open you a window like this. And with this window, click list, and here source should be produce meat factory. So that click on here and click OK. Now apples, you can see, and you can select one among this, one among in the drop down. It will reduce and it won't allow you to input any wrong data. And here in column F, we have they have given us the list. For example, meat, processor and bakery. So here in this table department, we need to include it. To do that, I'm just selecting Control D. I make it as a table, and after making it as a table, blank cell the department, and again I'm going to this data, and under data I'm going to data validation, and in the data validation now I'm going to select again the list, and source I'm going to select this. Previously I have entered it, and now it is already existing somewhere in the spreadsheet, so I'm selecting that value from the spreadsheet directly. So now when I select this drop down, it lists down all these 3 items. And if you drag it, okay, and if you drag it, it will automatically apply to all these areas. Then based on the food, you can change it. I believe you have no questions with this drop down, and until now, let's move on to the next topic, analyze. Just give me a minute. Let me take some water and come back. Just give me a minute. Okay, so I'm back. So I have selected, now it is a table, and I have selected one cell on it. I'm going to select this, sorry. I'm going to select this entire table, and here you can see there is an option called quick analysis. I click on it, and here we can see various options. So now I click clear formats. Okay, so let me tell you for what purpose we use it. When you do this, here you have various formatting things. You can sum it, you can count it, you have various options. We can see it in the below. Okay, so here is another table. So I am going to Control Q, it select the entire table, and here I click on charts, and click on clusters. It automatically create a chart. So name quick analysis, it help you to create create data very quickly. So I hope you know how powerful it is. I do it again so you can see it. You need to control Q. So when you press control Q on a table, it will open this quick analysis. And in this quick analysis, there are various options. When you click clear, it will automatically clear the entire data whichever you applied. So again, quick analysis, and here I click chart, and here we can use various kind of charts, and here I have selected the clusters. So it's very easy to create a chart within a minute. And again, now we try to do the spark lines. Again, in this table, I'm going to press Control plus Q, and here I'm selecting spark lines and line. So it will give you a idea like uh, the red line. It is high, low. The comparison will be given. So for the month of October, it is 30. And November it fall down, and December it is again somehow 20,000. Okay, let me change the value and show you. Here I put 10,000, so it automatically goes down. If I put some 50,000, it will automatically give you the sparkline in increased way. So now we are getting into charts. Before getting into charts, I would like to ask you, because it's almost an hour I have covered now. So have you had any doubts or any issues, any questions in the topics whichever we covered? If so, please raise your hand. I hope it's all good. So, okay, let's check this charts, how we can create a chart and how we can do it. So whenever you have a data, as I told in the beginning of this session, when you take it to your management or put in its place, you need to visualize it. People are not interested in the raw data. They really want to visualize the data. So to do it in Excel, we have charts. Here we have a table which has two columns. One is year and the other one is conference attendance. So to make a chart, click on insert, and in the insert you can see recommended charts. Click on it, and once you click on it, you just click OK. So it automatically create a chart within a second. Within a minute, you can create a chart. So now you can see per year how many attendees has participated. So in 2020 it is 500, and now it went to 1,200. And in the chart tab, you can also add you can change this. You can add data labels. By adding the data labels, you can identify what is the current exact value, because previously it is somewhere in between, but we don't know. See, when you put it in a web page or when you put it in some slides, it's really very difficult, like what is the real count for 2020 and what is the real count for 2021. To identify it, you need to right click and click on the add data labels, and here you need to click the add data label, so it will give you the conference attendees data. Okay, so in chart we have two axes. One is horizontal and the other one is vertical. If you saw this table, we have two columns. One is here and the other one is attendees. So based on it, it will create you chart. X-axis, Y-axis. And you can also add a secondary axis to in your chart. So far we have covered the first part of this entire thing. Now we are going into the second slide. I hope you not have any questions so far. So I'm second one. I mean the next one. Okay. So now we're going to get started with formulas. Let's start with the basic formulas, whichever we use in our Excel. Then we go further. So the very first basics are, again, it's like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Here we have two numbers to use, 1 and 2. So in the formula, it's equal to, I'm selecting the range C3 and the operator, addition operator plus, and again D3. So give the answer like this. To subtract, I'm using the equal to symbol and selecting the range minus. Likewise, in the subtraction also it is same. And to use all these functions and formulas, you need to start with equal to simple. If you not say I'm just selecting this, it won't come. Only if you use the equal to, then you select, it will take into the consideration. If not, it won't take it. It consider like you're changing the cells. It's equal to, and to get a power, you need to use, in your keyboard there is one I mean the keyboard you can find number 6, and above number 6 there is one icon. You use it, it will return you the answer. So it is normal basic operator maths operator functions. Next, let's go with the functions. It's again the same, but still it's worth to know. Okay, so now let's auto sum. So I hope we already learned it in the previous slides. To auto sum, we need to use control, say alt equal to. And when you click enter, it will automatically sum the thing. And here again, I use alt equal to, but here instead of sum, we now count it. So there is a difference between sum and count. Sum is add in all the add in all the numbers, and count is like getting you the number of items present. So next come average. to find average, we need to use the function average is equal to average of, and again then you need to select the range. You can use in a two way. One is like alt equal to, and then you can once it is calculated, you change it to average, or you can type it directly. And next comes minimum value and maximum value. So here in the cell, I'm using min of range. So here in the cell, the minimum value is 20, so it is orange. And here in the meat table, I'm going to put it same way, max of. So it gives the maximum 50. The cell T15, you can use auto sum wizard or type minimum maximum. So it is again the same. So here we have learned about basic math functionalities like operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, how we use in Excel cells. And next comes the functions. So in the function, we learned about okay, we learned about sum, uh, formula, and count of, and then average, finding the average of the given data set. Next comes the minimum and maximum value in the given data set. Now let's go to date and time. And it is one of the most important function. So to find the today's date, you need to type equal to today of. So it will give you the today's date. And enter your birthday. Let me simply put like 1/1/1989. It says here I need to use the if function. D7 minus D6. So it gives you the dates. And here I'm going to change the number format and select the data time format. So based on the format, it will gives you the output. To do that, you need to control I, and then the number format, you need to use the decimal points. By using the right format, you get the exact value. And in the above table, we found how to find the date. So below, we now going to check how we can get the time. To get a time, we use the formula now of. When you type now of, it will automatically give you the current time. You can also use it in a shortcut way by clicking Control, Shift, and It's not working. Control, shift and colon. If you give control, shift and colon, it will automatically gives you the current time. So in the date and future, we learned how to get today's date. To get today's date, we use the function, we use the formula is equal to today of. Is equal to today of. And to get the time, it's equal to now of. In the previous example, we have find how to split two datas, and here now we going to see how to merge, how to concatenate two values in a single cell. So here they have used a simple, very simple formula. It's equal to, they selected the first cell which they need to connect, and the second cell. But here if you see, there is no space or no comma. So to add a comma and space, you can use this way. D4, C4, D4. Got it? And to add a semicolon, I mean the comma between, and when you click this slash fill, it will automatically occupy all the cells. So I hope it's clear with text and numbers how you used to do it. So numbers also we can check. Here we have using text and numbers together. In the in this we have the text and numbers, and here we have the text. So to join it, they used, it is the same way to merge the, to concatenate two items. You need to use this formula is equal to cell range and ampersand symbol, and if you want some space or anything, you can use it, or else you directly put ampersand and it will automatically give you the output. And here it's another most important future formula. In every business scenarios and in every life situations, we need to we need to take one decision. There would be yes and there would be no. We need to choose one among it. Likewise, in our data also, we need to select one out of other. Here in this example, in the given table, we have two items, apple and orange. In cell D9, I'm going to type is equal to if of C9 is equal to apple then it should print me true. It should print false. So by using it, it give you the value. It will check this. Um, uh, it will take the logical test, and if it is true, it will print you true. If it is false, it will print false. It is really very helpful in situations like if you want to find some specific data is correct or wrong. And we also use the if statement with other statements. So here I have a if statement E33. So E33 is 9.67, comma F31. F31 is 19.52 into sales tax. Sales taxes. Okay, it is again if you are preparing some bill, you used to calculate the GST, state GST as well as the central GST. In those kind of areas, you can use this statement, if statement formula. On the condition, it will give you the output. Next comes the VLOOKUP. Have you anyone heard about VLOOKUP before? Have you ever anyone used it before? Okay, no problem. I will cover it as well. VLOOKUP helps you find data in large tables. The formula is equal to VLOOKUP. So we have two tables and we need to find Apple is present or not. To do that, I'm writing the formula is equal to VLOOKUP. So in which area I need to look? Lookup value is C22 to C17. C22. C okay. C22. Okay. So equal to VLOOKUP. Lookup value is C22 and range is C17 to D20. And I need to find the amount for the selected fruit. So it is the second column. I am typing the column index 2. And next comes, if it is true, it should print me the value, or it should exact max. In the drop down, I'm in the drop down. I have selected Apple, so it check in this VLOOKUP area. So Apple is already existing. So for that Apple, I have selected the column range 2. So if Apple is there in this range, it will check Apple, and for the column 2 index, what value it print it below. Likewise here, I'm selecting orange. So it look into this area and it gives me the output. Let's check the same with this one. So here I'm again using the VLOOKUP formula is equal to VLOOKUP, and lookup value is equal to this one, comma, and the range is between this one and it is false. And range is between this one and value I need to print as second column into this exact max false. On the selected item in the drop down, it gives me the output. Okay, and here we have one more way. See, I have this informations in the table, so it gives me exact value 20. If I don't have the information, say for example, in this table, I don't have any lemons or any apples, it will return me answer like if it is false, then it will give me answer like NA. So instead of this NA, to make it even more readable, I can use I can add a if statement. So I have if statement C43 is equal to, then it should be false. Okay. So here in the this is C43. In the C43, I not selected anything. So previously, without selecting, it gives me NA an error. So now I have modified this formula, add in a if condition before VLOOKUP. So by adding the VLOOKUP, it now displays null value. And if I select any of the items, it will display the price of that item. So this is the major functionality of VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is really very useful when it comes to working with data, large number of data. So far, people, you have any doubts? Any questions? Is that really helpful for you learning something new? Because it's all already 6 o'clock. The session we started by 6 o'clock, so we have two more topics to go. So I'm just asking you this question to ensure everything going fine, smooth with you all. I believe it is going good with each one of you. So we have 2, 3 more topics to cover, then we wind off. So here we have um, formula. Here we have another formula called sum if. So now I'm going to write the sum of formula, and I'm selecting the range and comma fruit C17 comma, and for max found is so when we write this formula in the sum if formula, it will check what range do you want to look at and what value do you want to look for. So here in our case, the value is from this drop down apple, and the next one is for each match found, what range do you want to sum. So here we have apples 1, 2, 3 apples. So it's someone give us the value as 150. So this is the major functionality of conditions. I will also post you some of the conditions which really very helpful in the chat. So one more thing I just want to show you, 2 more things. It is called pivot table. So previously we saw how to create a table, and here we have one feature called pivot table. If you ask me what is the difference between a table and uh, pivot table give you more control than a table, and you can get information whatever you like. I mean, you can sort list like anything. You can sort data, filter data like anything you wish. So here I have a table, and this table have 4 columns and overall 20 rows. And I'm going to create, okay, let me first make it as a table, this data. To make a table, I click Control T, and with headers I'm creating, so click OK. And now in the insert, I'm going to click the pivot table. And here it asks which table. So the selected table by default, it taken the name table 2. I'm going to modify it as sales table. And here it asks in which area, in which table you want to create this new pivot table. I'm choose new worksheet and click OK. Data source. So here by default it looks like this. And if I select all this information, okay, let me select one after the other. First I have selected the salesperson, so automatically it lists down the names of all the salesperson. Next comes the region, so it lists down the regions wherever the salesperson is working. Next, the orders. Order is per salesperson. What is the order in their specific area in the region? And next comes the total sales. And I can modify, I can provide it in any way. If I move the salesperson to filters, here for all the salesperson, it displays the information. Now, if I select the salesperson like Abhi, it gives me the overall information about Abhi. And if I want to select and need to know about Sridhar, I can click Sridhar and it gives me information on Sridhar. Like this, we can do various changes. And once, see, if you keep on updating this data, and if you want to reflect the real-time data into a pivot table, you want to click this refresh button. Okay, here now I'm going to change a few data like, and here it's like 549. Okay, and here it is. So I have altered some 2-3 datas. Now I need to go to this table and click data, pivot table, and again refresh. So by refreshing it, the data will get update automatically. And based on this information, you can also create charts the same similar way. To create chart, you need to click on okay, pivot chart. So here you can have the overview of how many sales has been happened and how many orders has been got. There is one more option in the pivot called slicer. So if you open the slicers, you can find information based on the area whichever you select. North, east, like that. You can filter it. So far we covered all the basic functionalities, formulas, and finally the one last information I just want to I have for each one of you is add on. Everyone can try it. Um, so here, if you go to the Excel, I hope you all use in an Excel, which is 2019 and above. So here in the 2019 and above version, you can find a space called add-on, and when you click this add-on, you can have click on more add-ons. You can find the store, and with this in the store, you can select anything which you like. Especially for financial management, they have a set of add-ons. I request you to have a look on it. And most importantly, the most hot add-on is GPT. So I have added one add-on already. It will give informations on everything. Okay, here I have a table. I can ask it in the natural level. I mean, natural language, custom prompt. Here I can type. Uh, I want to find the maximum amount in cell range E to E17. So like this, you have to add more and more. You need to give all the information. See here we have all the informations like which row you need, which column you need, everything you need to select. But once you select it and drop it, it will give you the better information. Even you can also use, okay, here are a few prompts. You can just copy the prompt. I mean, just need to type it. It's like you chatting with your friend, getting help from your neighbor. You just need to write it in the normal language. It's not only you need to communicate. It's not mandatory that you need to communicate in English. Even you can use your own language like Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam, anything. In Tamil, we also use something called Tanglish. It's a combination of both Tamil and English. Either that way, also you can communicate with this Chat GPT, LLMs, and you get the answer. So here I have just given a prompt, and it gives me an data. Even you can create dummy data like this. I want you to create a dummy data set for employee table. If you write like this, it will automatically give you the value like this. So that's all from my end. I hope the session is really very valuable for you. And if I really welcome all your valuable feedback and suggestions, because it's really very helpful for me to keep my training in a more in a most effective way to my audience. So thanks all for your patience and your support. I have also extended my time for another 7 to 10 minutes. I'm really very sorry for it because Excel is like a ocean. There is lot many things to learn, but as it is a basic thing, I took some more time. I extended the time. So thanks for all your patience. And in case if you have any questions, you can connect with me in my through my LinkedIn. In my LinkedIn name is Gerald Felix, so you can go search Gerald Felix in your LinkedIn and get connect with me. And if you have any questions, you can directly raise it there. So I thank Lord Baba Nana Kumar sir, for this wonderful opportunity because this is the very first session I'm taking for the uh, audience, I mean, professors and teachers. And I really very thankful for all teachers because of all of you only students, I mean, professors like us teaching you. So it's something like I'm giving back to the society, and thanks a lot for it as well.
Thank you, Gerald. Yes, now any queries you can ask. We can have a short questions. Because this is the basic Tomorrow we will have the basic of finance, a simple financial statement. That is the basic of finance we are going to prepare. I will share the basic finance data tomorrow morning. Any questions? You can also chat any questions also. I think no more questions. Okay. Thank you, Gerald. Over to Polash. Further. Yes. Vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. As we conclude the inauguration session of the Faculty Development Program of Financial Analytics, it's my privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Almighty for His blessings in making this event a success. On behalf of the School of Management, Christu Jayanti College, I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Aloysius Edward, Dean, School of Management, and Dr. Joseph Charles, Head, School of Management, for their unwavering support, leadership, and guidance in fostering a culture of learning in professional growth. Thank you, sir. A special note of appreciation to Dr. P.C. Geeta, Coordinator, School of Management, for her dedication and continuous efforts in ensuring academic excellence and making this FDP possible. Thank you, ma'am. I also extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Baba Ganakumar, Faculty Coordinator of FDP on Financial Analytics, for your commitment and meticulous coordination in organizing this program. Your efforts are truly commendable, sir. Thank you, sir. A grateful thanks to our esteemed guest speaker, Gerald Felix, for taking the time to share your expertise with us. Your valuable insights have laid the foundation for an enriching learning experience. Thank you, sir. And also a warm thank you to all the faculty members for their enthusiastic participation and engagement. Your presence makes this FDP meaningful and impactful. I remain thank you.
Thank you. I think I also thank Principal Ajay Kaur also, who joined in this FDP. Okay, dear participants, tomorrow we will have the basic session on the finance, how to input the finance data, and one of the members from the FinFest is going to handle the session. Tomorrow the time is 11 to 12 morning, since it is Saturday. Thank you. We will meet tomorrow. Bye.